This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for November 12th, 2024. It's currently October 13th, 2024, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $579.58. That's USD. The shuffle video for the November 12th reading was created on October 3rd, 2024 at 1:17 p.m. Eastern Time. In this video, we're going to go over the overall trend direction for the day. We're going to talk about the chart behavior around the day's highest high and the chart behavior around the day's lowest low, as well as the general timing down to roughly about an hour as far as where they are throughout the day. And then we're going to get into where the best trades are and the chart behavior by the hour, basically. You have to give it plus or minus an hour here or there of wiggle room, and not in all readings, in a few readings here or there. But always pay attention to the sequence of events, because that will keep you on track if we are plus or minus a little bit here or there on the timing. The overall theme of behavior for the 12th, we've got that full card again, so there's a lot going on with that full card opportunity, and clearly it's like a multi-day kind of opportunity because we're seeing it throughout multi-days. So this will really stand out on a multi-day scale as an important opportunity. Behavior around the highest high for the day, we have an important high. Sometimes it's like a higher high than the previous one, or if you've got like lower lows going on, like you're making lower lows, and all of a sudden there's a new high, that would be an abundance card thing. Depending on where we are, it could even be like a new high, you know, on a multi-day scale, but doubtful of that. It'll be like a peak where we break through resistance, we stay above it briefly, and then break back down through it shortly thereafter, after making lows, or it'll be like a higher high than a previous one, something like that. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a decline to and through support to meet another support on a one-day chart scale will rotate sideways along that second support around the low. And I'm advised to trade around 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same multi-day price level. 3 crisscrosses back and forth, first to the upside, then the downside, then back to the upside. And usually that third cross to the upside is confirming a bullish trend. It doesn't always hold. So we opened significantly lower in the pre-market, and there's some sort of intentional fake out or shakeout taking place in the pre-market. So look out for that. The market makers are trying to scare us in some regard. There's a sharp drop either in the pre-market or at the open. Sharp drop. After that sharp drop, we'll create a peak. In that first half hour, there's a peak that we then sell off from down to and through support. We do a U-shaped reversal below that price level, come back and reuse it as support before declining further into the 10 to 11 o'clock hour, where that offers significant opportunity. Usually the Empress card is offering opportunity to open up a long position. On a one-day chart, maybe not as strong of an indicator of a buy opportunity. On a multi-day scale, much more strongly for like a buy opportunity. But still, it's a trade card, and there's a low there. So we go from a high to a low. Yeah, and this is a trade opportunity right here. It's connected to the next day. So in the midst of that sharp drop, there's probably opportunity to open up a long position. And if you miss that opportunity and we make like this we start moving to the upside, be mindful not to like try and chase that opportunity, because we're gonna have that Empress card after the high. There's a low, and that's where you would get in if you miss that opportunity, or if it's better opportunity than that decline right at the open. Out of that low, we have a big move from the bottom of a range to the top of a range, taking place somewhere between 10 and 12 o'clock, probably closer to 11 is where it starts moving to the upside, and then more upward momentum in that mid-hour between 12 and 1. A lot of movement to the upside. There might be a little dip like around 12:30, and that I'm advised not to chase the decline there or be fooled by anything there. This move to the upside continues. Yeah, and it looks like we probably come to a high for the day somewhere around like 2 o'clock after a rally increasing with momentum moving forward in time. It's kind of price swinging in here, actually, right? We've got opportunity here to, around 1 o'clock in the midst of that move to the upside to open up a short position if you wanted to, and you would close that short position probably in between 2 and 3 when declining off of a peak, or there might be opportunity at 2 o'clock. It's hard to say. Probably a sharp drop right around 2 o'clock there after a rally. And we should do some crisscrossing back and forth here. Decline continues into the last hour. There's a full card opportunity in the last hour. Last hour that decline ends with a fast sudden move higher. And then right around the close, we have a high that we then sell off from, it looks like. Most likely a high for the day there in that last hour. And opening up the short here might be a little risky. You probably could pull it off, but it's a little risky. I'd probably open up a long at the Empress card between roughly 10 and 11 and close the long position around that 3 o'clock or just after 3 o'clock at that important price level on a multi-day scale when we'll breach through it to the upside. And if that fails to be the case and we end up at lower price levels, and this is kind of like, if this ends up being like a throw off for me, because sometimes when they're up this side, they throw me off. If this ends up not being a move to the upside to an important high and a high for the day, then I would say just hold the long, because we're going to go into higher price levels over the next couple of days. And that's SPY for November 12th, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.